What's up, y'all? I'm Philip, your host today for FL-OUTDRZ. And the last time we met for a fishing adventure, you saw me stuck in the middle of nowhere with 2 broken fishing poles. So, between work schedules and horrible weather here in the Florida Panhandle, I've managed to dig 2 rods out of storage. So we're going to go hit the roads in Santa Rosa County and see if we can find a juicy spot to go catch some fish. So our first spot was a bust. A bunch of turtles there, but really nothing fish-wise. There's a bunch of small little fingerlings and minnows and stuff like that, but nothing worth catching. So basically what I've been doing today is I've been just kind of riding around and using Google Earth. Google Earth is a great app that you can download. It shows you water, shows you trails, shows you everything. But sometimes to find the juice, you just got to ride around and drop a line in any wet spot you find. Oh, that sounded dirty. Anyways, on to the next one. So I was out riding forestry trails up here in North Santa Rosa, and I seemed to have stumbled upon this spot. We're going to sit and try it out for a little bit. Nice little 1-pounder. Nice part about spots like this is, generally speaking, because they're hard to get to, a lot of people won't come to them. So these fish aren't very pressured. It's usually not hard to get a bite off of them, and there's lots of cover, so on bright sunshiny days like today, there's lots of spots to get to them. You don't necessarily have to go to them, they're kind of there next to you. Is this the same guy? Oh, this one's a little bigger. Nice, pretty bass. So, I was watching a few YouTube videos the other day on some saltwater fishing. I'm getting ready to do a saltwater fishing trip here soon. And somebody was laughing that you see a bass fisherman with 60-pound braid for a 5-pound bass, but you see saltwater fishermen take 20 and 30-pound fish with 10-pound line, and I thought this would be a good time to explain it. So most of the time, I'm going to say 95% of the time, unless you're purposely fishing in obstructed areas, whether it be a wreck or something like that in saltwater, all you're doing is fighting the fish. When you're bass fishing, you see all these lily pads, and that really puts a strain on the line and it really adds up after a while. So bass fishermen aren't just fighting a 5-pound bass, they're fighting through 60 pounds worth of lily pads and grass and weeds and everything else. So that's my explanation for that. Take it how you want it. So as I was saying before, these fish aren't very pressured, so I'm going to try the topwater popping frog. I know it's a little late in the day to be throwing a frog, and I do not have the ideal frog set up. This is a Ugly Stick GX2 medium pole. It's made for spin casters with a bait caster reel, but we're going to give it a shot. So what's the worst that can happen, right? Well, shit. Easy. So, a lot of people talk about light colored bass versus dark colored bass. And this is a pretty dark largemouth here. So, the thing about largemouth is that when there's lots of cover, bass will be darker to blend with cover. When you fish ponds and stuff like that that don't have any cover, they're going to be a lot lighter, so that way they can kind of blend with the water column. It's all about predators and stuff like that, but in a pond like this, you're going to find really dark colored bass, whereas the pond that we were fishing at earlier that was full of turtles, if there were bass, you would expect them to be a lot lighter in color. But so far, a little spot that I found on Google Earth, just kind of driving around Santa Rosa County, and we've got 3 fish so far. Ooh, almost fell. Nope.
Twenty minutes later.
Oh gosh. Well, it wouldn't be in true FL-OUTDRZ fashion if I didn't get stuck at least once today. I thought I was a goner. we're gonna try this last little spot here. Promised little mama one more cast like an hour ago. So we're supposed to be meeting up for the Alabama-Florida State game. I'm sure you'll be watching this after the game's already been played, but I'm a Noles fan by marriage, according to my wife. So, go Noles. So, today has been the day for thick mud. So, if you guys haven't seen Blazing Saddles before, go check out the quicksand scene. And that pretty much just describes my day. Well folks, thanks for watching. I'm Philip, your host for FL Outdoors, and today you saw us fishing some forestry trails up in North Santa Rosa County. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/FL-OUTDRZ. We now have an Instagram account. I'll link down below in the description. Go ahead and squeeze that like button, give us a thumbs up, press subscribe with the little bell button next to it, and you'll know every time I upload new content. Go ahead and leave us some love down in the comments section below. Once again, my name is Philip, and as always, get outdoors.